What do those numbers mean?
Hmm. Hello, we're Adam and Brianne. We're back with another video. So what do you want to start with? Which numbers were meaningful for you?
When I first had my spiritual awakening, I guess it was back in 2016, 2017. I woke up to the fact that I had a twin flame. I didn't know what twin flames were, had never heard of the term or anything. And yeah, the numbers that I started to see were like 1111, 555, I don't know, like 808, 888. And I was so excited when I would see these numbers because I just knew that, I don't know, it almost felt like something magical was happening in my reality, like something new.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, what numbers did you see?
Yeah, I think it started with 1111. I'm like, this is very odd. What is this thing, And then I started researching it, and I also seen the 555 and the 888 and 777, and it always felt like it was like winks, right, from the universe, like kind of like, what do you need to work on? What is like, are you on the right track, right? Always, if I've seen 777, I'm like, okay, I'm on the right path, And 555 changes. Oh, I'm like, oh my God, we're heading into changes here, like, yeah, I would see like all the license plates and everything, right? It wowould be just a journey in itself, Yeah, what kind of signs would show up?
Yeah, like it was very important for me too to like know what these numbers meant because I knew that there was a meaning behind them, and oftentimes I would look up angel numbers by Doreen Virtue, and I would see like, what does this number mean? And oftentimes too, like I just intuitively knew like what it meant. Like I knew 1111, that was a huge one for me, and I knew that meant I was like in alignment with my twin flame, and I was on kind of like on the right path. And then as my journey evolved, and I just, I know there's people too that say they get annoyed with the numbers. They feel like they're being, harassed by them, and I understand.
Yeah. It can get a bit like, well, what even is this? I see all these numbers. Yeah, it can be a bit like that, and what does it mean? Yeah, I remember 222. I would always say like, I choose harmonious union with my twin flame. I would always say that as well every time I seen that number.
Yeah. Was that your favorite number? 222?
All the numbers.
All the numbers are your favorite numbers.
I love numbers.
Yeah, so for me, like as my journey evolved, I started seeing not only numbers, but I would hear songs, that I intuitively knew that was from my twin flame. Or I would, license plates on the back of the cars was a huge thing for me, because that was like one of the main ways that I received, on the clock and license plates.
Right.
And the license plate numbers evolved into like numbers, or I'm sorry, letters, that's what I meant, is like the letters of my twin flame's initials and things like that. And so I'd be like, oh my God, there's so much excitement in that.
Yeah.
And so why are we communicating this about the numbers? Like, what is a purpose for this?
Well, the universe communicates with you in a lot of different ways. I think especially as you're, awakening and you're kind of like new to the things, or you're kind of like on your journey in some sort of way, right? Whatever it is. Like it's communicating to you, messages.
Yep.
Yeah, and we may not all hear them like clearly in our mind, right? This is what you're doing now, Yeah, sometimes it's through the numbers. It's not becoming obsessed by it. It's just like, okay, what does this mean for me? Finding a place of peace, around it. Yeah. Yeah,
the numbers are not there to fool you. Sometimes it may feel like that. Like if you're feeling discouraged on your journey, and you're feeling sad or whatever it is, and then you see 1111, and you're like, well, why are you even showing me? Excuse me. It's not to discourage you. It's to encourage you.
Yeah.
Encourage you to continue on your path, and your harmonious union is inevitable, and it is for you, which is why the universe is continually communicating to you, keep going. And that's like the overall arching message of why we see symbols and synchronicities, is because the universe is telling you, keep going, you're headed in the right direction, and don't give up on yourself.
And also if you see like 666, for instance, like
Mhm.
it has a bad reputation, right?
Yeah.
But for me, it means, you know, it hasn't materialized, you know, in the physical yet.
Mhm.
You're still manifesting something. That's what it means. Don't freak out if you keep seeing that number, right?
Mhm.
It can have a different meaning. Yeah, it doesn't have to
Absolutely.
be negative. Even if a number has like bad reputation, you know,
Mhm.
it's okay. It's just a number. you
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, so trust your heart. You know, keep following those signs and synchronicities. And as always, if you're ready to claim your support, we are coaches with Twin Flames Universe.
Mhm.
You can reach out and we will work with you weekly, one-on-one, or we have a group. We have a wonderful group.
Mhm.
And so, yeah, you can comment in the box below or connect with us on Facebook, and we're happy to get you started on your journey.
Yeah, like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Hit that bell so you don't miss the new videos coming out now. So see you in the next video.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.